Hey, and what's going on, guys? This is Diane from Invoke Music IMVK. Today's video, I am going to show you a quick tip and a shortcut. All right, so the quick tip or shortcut, let's go with a quick tip. The quick tip today, if you're familiar with the plugin Halftime by Cable Guys, if you're into hip hop, rap, R&B, or any sort of music like that, if you know this plugin, what it does is kind of takes the tempo and kind of slices it in half and keep those really dark, rich undertones. Well, today I'm going to show you how to create that in Reasons using only Reasons tools, plugins, or presets. So you don't have to come out of pocket with any money. But this you can use on any other genre of music. You just need to kind of tweak it. And so I'm going to show you how to do it today. And then I'm going to show you a shortcut that I believe that may come in handy when you're working in Reasons. So without further ado, let's run my intro.
And for the first time,
taking all my energy.
All right, so for this video, we're going to be using Reasons 11 and just keeping things simple. I'm going to drop in a sample. My sample has a tempo of 140, so I'm going to go ahead and change that in Reasons, and I'm just going to drag and drop in the sample. Let me go ahead and get you a quick play of it. All right, you kind of get the idea of it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to let this play, and then I'm going to drop in Halftime because I want you to hear the effect that Halftime has on a track. All right, so you can kind of hear the effect that Halftime has on a sample. Now you can speed it up, slow it down. All right, so you got the idea of what Halftime does. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop a new sample in just to keep things fresh. And I'm going to turn off Halftime. I'm going to let you hear the sample so you know I'm only working with that sample and there's nothing else on this track but that. So together they sound like this. Sort of off a little. So let me go back to my second track. I'm gonna go up here to my windows. I'm gonna bring in my toolbar. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to take that sample and we're gonna slice it in half real quick. And so it'll make the adjustment for me. Let's give it a play. And I'm gonna come back to Halftime. So as you see, Halftime has some rich, really dark undertone that it's still holding on to. So I'm going to take this sample and I'm going to transpose it. Give it a listen. All right, so I'm going to transpose it even more. All right, I think we've achieved that Halftime. So I'm going to bring back in the track with the actual plugin Halftime on it. I think we have a perfect match, guys, and that we did without any sort of additional money, any sort of additional plugin. It was just a matter of finding that right tempo and all that to get it to match the Halftime plugin effect. Now, of course, we could have done this a few ways, but let me just cut off Halftime. Now, using this method, you can actually double this up, speed it up. And it sounds really weird because we've sort of transposed it down. So can speed it, you can take it up. And it's really important that when you're doing stuff like this, go ahead and mess around with these items and scale things down to what it is you're looking for. All of these have a lot of the elements that you will find in the plugin. It's a matter of just tweaking and dialing into the sound that you're achieving. But I believe I got a match here with the undertone, with the tone, the darkness of the plugin. Now let's move on from that. Hopefully that'll be helpful to you. The next one is a shortcut. So you're in Reasons, you're working, you're building your rack. Your rack is getting really crazy and out of hand. And you're like, oh, I got to tweak something in it. But there's so many windows open. You're like, okay, let me go back through. Now, normally, maybe some of you, I don't know, will go in and start clicking these and closing them. Well, did you know that if you want to sort of get a feel for where you are in the mix, you can go up here to the rack and it'll say, oh, you're right here. This is open. Did you know that if all these things are open, if you hold down your Option key on a Mac and the Alt key on a PC and go over here to your fold, unfold button on your device window, it will close all of your windows in that section. If you need to reopen them, you can repeat that and it'll open them all back for you. Now, also, if you can still just come down and choose the rack and where you are, and then you open the one that you're wanting to edit. But you can also use that same method of holding down your Alt or your Option key, go into your fold, unfold within the rack, and it'll fold all of the devices within that. So guys, that is my shortcut and quick tip of the day. Hopefully it's been helpful. Give it a try. Let me know if it works for you. Definitely it's been working for me. That's pretty much all I have. As always, my name is Diane. I'm with Invoke Music, IMVK. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and I hope to hopefully see you next time. So, as I always say, invoke your own creativity. I'll see you next time.